Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about the graphs of linear equation. Already in our previous videos we have seen that what is the standard form of linear equation in one variable and linear equation in two variable, and how to solve the basic questions regarding linear equation in two variable. In this video we are going to learn about the graphs of linear equation. Let's move on to the topic. So graphical representation of a linear equation in two variable. So how to represent the graph of a linear equation? Any linear equation in the standard form. Already we know the standard form of a linear equation in two variable, right? So ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It will have a pair of solution, right? Each and every equation of linear equation in two variable will have a pair of solution, that is x and y. So that can be represented in the coordinate plane. What is the meaning of coordinate plane? That already we have seen in the coordinate geometry. That is a previous chapter that we have discussed. In that we have seen about the coordinate plane. So in coordinate plane we can plot this pair of solutions, that is x and y of a equation. Okay, so when an equation is represented graphically, it is a straight line that may or may not cut the coordinate axis. So okay, sometimes see whatever equation, the graphical representation of a linear equation will be a straight line. Students, please make a note. Graphical representation of a linear equation will be the straight line. It will not be a curved line. It will be the straight line. For any linear equation or any solution of the linear equation will have a straight line. It will give the straight line in the graphical representation. Okay, so it may or it may not cut the coordinate axis. What is the meaning of coordinate axis? We have two axes in the coordinate plane. One is a horizontal axis and another one is a vertical axis, that is x and y axis. So that line, that straight line, sometimes it may or sometimes it may not cut the coordinate axis. That doesn't matter whether it cut or didn't cut that. So that's not a matter, but it should be the straight line. Okay, so the next point is, so this is a graph of a linear equation. Here is a model graph. So just look at this. So this is a coordinate plane. This rectangular plane is a coordinate plane, and this is called as x-axis, and this is called as a y-axis. This red color line denotes the straight line of a equation. Okay, can you able to see the points that we have marked in the equation? So in this way you have to mark the solution whichever you got from the equation. Okay, so in this way you have to mark the points and you have to draw the line on that. So always this linear equation in two variable will give a straight line. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Solution of a linear equation in two variable on a graph. We know how to find the solution of a linear equation in two variable. Now we are going to see how to plot that solution in a graph. Okay, so a linear equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 represented graphically as a straight line. So this is very important point. A graphical representation of linear equation in two variable strictly will be the straight line. Okay, so the next point is, every point on the line is a solution for the linear equation. Whatever point lies on that straight line will be the solution of a linear equation. Okay, and every solution of the linear equation is a point on the line, vice versa. So first we have seen that every point on the line is a solution of the linear equation. Now every solution of the linear equation is a point on the line. So whatever point lies on the line, it will become a solution of the linear equation, and whatever solution it got from the equation, that will be the point on the line. Okay, so the next point is lines passing through the origin. So first we have seen that the equation of a linear equation, the linear equation of one variable or two variable it will give the straight line in the coordinate plane, right? That straight lines that passing through the origin, that we are going to see now. So certain linear equation exist such that their solution is 0, 0. If you got the solution as 0, 0 for the any equation, then your graph will pass through the origin. Okay, if you got the solution as 0, 0, then the line will be passed through the origin. Okay, and the coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis, can be represented as y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 respectively. So here is a graph. Just look at the graph. So here this straight line is passing through the origin, right? Origin in the sense 0, 0. So if the line passing through the origin, definitely you will have a solution 0, 0. And here the second point, the coordinate axis x-axis and y-axis can be represented as y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. This x-axis is represented as y is equal to 0 because here you will have a point 0 on y. Y alone will be the 0 value, right, for this x-axis. And for this y-axis will be represented as x equal to 0 oppositely. X-axis will be represented as y is equal to 0 and y-axis will be represented as x is equal to 0. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Lines parallel to coordinate axis. Now we have seen about the lines passing through the origin previously. Now we are going to see the parallel lines to the coordinate axis. Okay. So parallel lines, how we will get linear equation of the form y is equal to a when represented graphically or lines parallel to the x-axis, and a is the y coordinate of the points in that line. So let's see the next point also, then we will see the explanation. So linear equation of the form oppositely. First we have seen about the y is equal to a, right? So here we have seen about the y is equal to a. Now x is equal to a. If it is x is equal to a when represented graphically or lines parallel to the y-axis. If y is equal to a, line will be parallel to the x-axis, and if x is equal to a, line will be parallel to the y-axis oppositely. Okay, and a is the x coordinate of the point in that line. So just look at this graph. So this is the graph given here. So just look at this graph. So in this graph we have this, just look at this colored line. This is y is equal to 4, right? Y is equal to 4 and there is no x value. So we will mark y equal to 4 in the sense that this 0, 4, right? So 0 will be here, 4 will be here. So this will be considered as a 0, 4. And how we will draw the line? Only one point is there. So it will become the straight line, right? So if it is y is equal to 4 or y is equal to any number, that will be the parallel to this x-axis, right? And the same way here, just look at here, x is equal to minus 3. Minus 3 in the sense this will be marked as minus 3, 0. So minus 3, 0, there is only one point. So this line is parallel to y-axis. Okay. So this line is parallel to y-axis and this line is parallel to x-axis. So like this you will get parallel lines of the graph. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Example 5 in NCERT book. So the question is, given the point 1, 2, find the equation of a line on which it lies. How many such equations are there? They have given the point and we have to find out the equation of the line, okay, where it lies, and we have to find how many such solutions are there. So we know that linear equation in two variable will have infinite solution. So that has to be written first. So it will have an infinite solution, and we have got the point 1, 2. So this 1, 2 can be written as x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So the basic thing is it should satisfy the condition, right? When it satisfies the condition, we will have that many solutions. We will check. We know that it will have an infinite number of solutions. At least any 3 or 4 we will try to find out. So the first one, example, condition of the equation, right? So let's take 1 comma 2, and when you subtract 2 minus 1, you will get the value 1, right? 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Just apply that in the equation. 2 is here, the 2 is y, right? So y minus x is equal to 1. So let's take this equation, y minus x is equal to 1. Just apply the values. Y is 2 and x is 1. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So both are satisfied the condition, right? 2 minus 1 also, it gives the answer 1. And the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So that's why this condition is satisfied. So this can be the equation. And the next one, we know that 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So just take x plus y is equal to 3. So the condition satisfied. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So this also will be the solution. And the next one, 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So that also you can take. 2x minus y is equal to 0 means, see, look at here, 2 into 1 minus 2. So 2 into 1, it will become 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, right? So here also 0, here also 0. So both side conditions satisfied. So these 3 will be the solution of this point, okay? And we don't know, we may have a lot of, that is an infinite solution. Here we just find only 3 solution, okay? So that you have to write at first itself we should write, we will have an infinite number of solution, and here we just tried 3 equations, tried to find 3 equations. So if you get the question like this, you have to write the first line, linear equation in 2 variable will have a infinitely many solution, and then with the point you just take the point as a x and y, then you just imagine a condition for the equation, then you just proceed. If the condition is satisfied, the condition will be the solution. Like that you have to frame the equation. It has to satisfy the condition, okay? So we will move to the next question. Example 6 in NCERT book. The question is, draw the graph of x plus y is equal to 7. So here we have to draw the graph. If you want to draw the graph, what we need a coordinate points, right? So for coordinate points, what we have to do, we have to imagine values for the x and y. So as I said earlier in the previous video, I told you that if you need any solution, first you have to imagine x as 0 and then y as 0. Then likewise you have to imagine some values for the given variables, okay? So here also we just imagine x as 0 and we assumed y as 0. So when you take x as 0, you will get y value 7. When you take y as 0, you get x value as a 7. So here 0, 7 is a solution, and here 7, 0 is the solution. So that you have to write in a tabular column, and then in the question they have given that draw the graph. So we are going to make a graph here. Just look at this graph. We have 2 points, right? 2 coordinate points, no? So here we have marked 0, 7, and here we have marked 7, 0. And these 2 points we have joined through the straight line. For the straight line, we have given the name of this equation. Always, whenever you are drawing a graph of a particular equation, you have to give a name of the straight line. The straight line name will be the given equation, okay? So this is the way you have to solve a question based on this type, okay? So let's move on to the next one. Example 7. The question is, you know that the force applied on a body is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in the body. The force applied on a body is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in the body. Write an equation to express this situation and plot the graph of the equation. So in science you will study this, no? Force force applied on a body is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in the body. So how can we write this in an equation? So first we are going to imagine the force applied by the body is y and the acceleration will be x. Okay, force will be taken as y and acceleration is taken as x. Now we know that y is equal to kx. Here k is the constant. In physics you will learn that y is equal to mx, no? In the same way, any constant term, it may be m or k, whatever. So any constant value, with that you will have that equation, no? Y is equal to mx. So likewise we have taken y is equal to kx and we assume the constant k is equal to 1 unit. So if you assume k is equal to 1, what we will get, just apply this 1 in this equation, y is equal to kx, we will get y is equal to x. So now we have to draw the graph of this equation, no? So let's see the graph of the given equation. First, if you want to draw the graph, first what we have to do, we need a coordinate points. So for the coordinate points, we have to imagine x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 or any other values. So here we have taken x as 0 because we got the value y is equal to x, no? So x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 will give the same solution. So here we have taken x is equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So for this we got 0, 0 as a solution and 1, 1 as a solution. So that you have to write in a tabular column, then that we have to plot in a graph. So 1, 1 and 0, 0 we plotted on the graph. Then we just joined that two lines on the graph using the straight line and just give a name y is equal to x for the straight line. So this is the way you have to solve the question based on this. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So example 8. The question is, for each of the graph given in figure, select the equation whose graph it is from the choices given below. Okay, so for each of the graph they have given the graph. For each graph they have given equation also, and we have to select which is the correct equation for the given graph. So this is the question. Now just look at the graph given here. We have 3 points on the graph, right? One is a 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0 and minus 1, minus 2. So that we have taken in our tabular column, and we have to check all the 4 equations related to this points. Okay, so first we will check x plus y is equal to 0, whether the condition is satisfied or not satisfied. So if it is 0, 0, then if you take 0, 0, it satisfied the condition, right? And when you take minus 1, minus 2, it is not satisfied. So definitely 1, 2 also will not be satisfied. Okay, so let's move on to the next equation. The next one, y is equal to 2x. For y is equal to 2x, all 3 points were satisfied. Okay, and for y is equal to x, only 1 is satisfied and this 2 it is not satisfied. Here we didn't have any values, no? Why? Because if it is y is equal to x, y is equal to 1. The point is 1, 2, right? For this column, the point which we have used is 1, 2. So let's apply this 1, 2 in y is equal to x. Let's take x is equal to 1. So y equal to 1. X value is 1, no? That we have substituted. So we got the y value, that is 1. But actually we should get 2, number 2. So this is also not satisfied. So because of that I have used a dash. Instead of writing not satisfied, I have used a dash. Okay, so dash also represents not satisfied. And y is equal to 2x plus 1. Here also all the 3 points is not satisfied by the condition. Okay, so y is equal to 2x alone satisfied all 3 points. So which will be the equation of line? Y is equal to 2x. Which equation satisfied all the points which are plotted on the graph? That will be the line of equation. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. That is a second subdivision, that is B for this graph, second graph. Okay, just look at this graph. Here we have 3 points, right? So we have 3 points. One is 1,6, 0,4 and -2,0. So these 3 points we have apply in our tabular column, so that we can able to apply that in the given equation, and we can check whether the equation satisfied all 3 points or not. So the first equation x plus y is equal to 0, not satisfied all 3 points. Okay, so that will not be the equation, line of equation. So let's move on to the second choice, that is y is equal to 2x, and third, fourth, that we will check now. So the second equation is y is equal to 2x, right? So y is equal to 2x also not satisfied by all 3 points, so not satisfied. Then this third choice, that is y is equal to 2x plus 4, it satisfied each and every point that we have plotted on the graph. So definitely this will be the line of equation. So let's move on to the next choice, that is y is equal to x minus 4. Let's check whether it is satisfied or not. That also not satisfied by the 3 points. So which will be the line of equation? Which equation satisfied all 3 points that we have plotted on the graph? That will be the line of equation of the given graph. So y is equal to 2x plus 4 will be the line of equation. Okay, in this way you have to check question based on this. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is here they have given x plus y is equal to 0 and the graph. So they have given 4 choices, and in graph also we have 4 points, that is 2, 0, 1, -2, 0, -4 and -1, -6. So 4 points we have totally. So these 4 points we should write in the tabular column, and with this 4 points we have to check whatever options given here. Okay, this 4 equations has checked with the 4 points. Let's check whether it is satisfied by the all 4 points. So the first one, x plus y is equal to 0, is not satisfied by all 4 points. So let's move on to the next one. So the next choice is y is equal to 2x, right? So y is equal to 2x also not satisfied by all 4. Not satisfied by all 4. And the next one, y is equal to 2x plus 1 also not satisfied by all 4 points. But the last choice, that is y is equal to 2x minus 4, satisfied condition in all 4 points. So definitely that will be the line of equation. Understand? Y is equal to 2x minus 4 will be the line of equation. So likewise you have to check whatever points plotted on the graph that you have to write in the tabular column. Then whatever choice is given, whatever equation is given, that also you just write. Then for each equation you have to assume all the given points, then whether if it is satisfied by all the points which we have plotted on the graph, that will be the line of equation. If it is not satisfied by a single point, definitely it will not be the line of equation of the given graph. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Exercise 4.3, the same exercise, question number 6. Okay, so question number 6, the question is, if the work done by a body on application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body. So like this question already we have saw in our previous videos, right? So the work done by a body is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body. So this statement we have to express in the form of equation of 2 variable, and we have to draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 units. In the previous question they have given the statement alone, they didn't give the value of the constant term, but here they have given the value for the constant term. Okay, so first we have to write the equation, then we have to draw the graph, and we have to take the constant as 5 units. Okay, and then read from the graph the work done when the distance traveled by the body is 2 units and 0 unit. They have given 2 conditions that also we have to apply in the equation. So let's see how to solve this question. So the solution is, let the distance traveled by the body will be taken as x and the force will be taken by y. So this statement can be written as y is directly proportional to x. So how we will write y directly proportional to x? We will write as y is equal to mx. Am I right? In physics you will study this, no? Constant force. So y is equal to mx. Here they have given the m value, that is a constant value already they have given in the question, so that is a 5 units. So instead of m we have written 5. So y is equal to 5x. Now equation has written. So three things we have to do. First one is we have to write the statement in the form of equation, that we have done already. Now we have to plot the graph. We have to draw the graph, right? So to draw the graph we need a points. Am I right? So if we need a point, what we will do? We will assume some value for x and y. So here they have given the values already in the question itself, that is 2 units and 0 units. So this two value we have to assume instead of the constant, instead of the distance traveled by the body, right? So for that only they have given. Just look at the question. They have given for the distance traveled by the body. We have to assume for distance traveled by the body is 2 units and 0 units. So which is taken by the distance traveled by the body? Here we have taken x as distance traveled by the body. So x value we have to assume for 2 units as well as the 0 units. So x is equal to 2 units and x is equal to 0 units. By substituting this in an equation, you will get the value of y, and we will get 2 points, right? So that 2, 10 and 0, 0 will be the points which we got from the 2 units and 0 units of x value. Okay. Now we are going to plot these 2 points in the graph. So let's see how the graph has to be plotted. Just look at the graph. We got the 2 values, right? 2, 10 and 0, 0. So that two values we have plotted in the graph, 2, 10 and 0, 0. And we should write the name of the equation, that is very, very important. Y is equal to 5x. So this will be the name of the equation. So in this way you have to solve the question based on this. I hope you all understand the concept thoroughly. If you have any doubts, kindly watch the video again and again. And maths is an easy subject when you started practicing more. So practice more questions and get more marks. Thanks for watching. Thank you.